6. Polls closed at 4 p.m. local time, but many voters were still waiting in line, and election officials said those still inside polling stations would be able to cast ballots. Observers say there may be no clear winner in Parliament. So again, we'll keep our eyes on this, and hopefully there won't be any more political unrest. We'll now go to a quick commercial break and a word from our sponsors.
Every day, the world wakes up and goes to work, pursuing the unique opportunities that lead the global economy forward. The complexity and close connectivity of today's global marketplace is a true modern miracle that can create unparalleled success. But it takes confidence, passion, innovation, and understanding.
Enabling opportunity.
Protecting capital.
Engineering innovation.
Investing in your future.
Ensuring continuity.
Finding the right balance.
It takes Aon.
The annual Sydney to Hobart yacht race is known by many of us, and this year the race has seen a dramatic first day after the entire crew of one vessel was rescued by fellow competitors as it sank. 2 nearby boats rescued the 14 crew of the Georgia after its rudder broke and the yacht started taking on water. Deteriorating weather conditions are forecast as the 100 yacht fleet nears the end of the 628 nautical mile race. This year's event will also mark 10 years since 6 sailors were killed as fierce storms battered the fleet. Several boats sank and more than 50 competitors had to be plucked to safety by helicopters in 1998 in one of Australia's biggest peacetime rescue missions. This weekend's race will culminate in a wreath-laying ceremony in the southern Australian city of Hobart, where the race winner is announced. In China, at least 30 people have died in 2 accidents in China, state media say. 17 people died and 1 person was injured when a lift crashed to the ground at a construction site in Hunan province, Xinhua news agency has reported. Meanwhile, at least 13 people were killed and 5 injured in an explosion in Henan province. Xinhua said initial investigation showed that explosions intended for civilian use had gone off while being stored illegally in a house. It said it was unclear what had set off the blast, which happened in a nearby village. The lift accident happened at a building site in Changsha, the provincial capital of Hunan. Xinhua quotes the municipal government as saying. And to some catastrophic news, 2 earthquakes of a magnitude 6.0 or higher occurred over the Christmas period. The first off the coast of Pakistan, registering 6.0. This occurred on Christmas Day, the 25th of December at 5:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There were no immediate reports or any casualties or damage. Also, there was no immediate alert from the Pacific Tsunami Warning Center following the shallow quake. Meanwhile, in the Philippines, a 6.2 earthquake occurred in the Mindanao region at 10:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, also on Christmas Day, the 25th of December. Again, no casualties or damage have been reported. In insurance news, American International Group says it purchased $16 billion of complex financial instruments in an effort to reduce its exposure to insurance guarantees written against the instruments. The insurer bought investments known as collateralized debt obligations, CDOs, which are bonds backed by various slices of debt, such as mortgage-backed securities. AIG had written insurance-like contracts called credit default swaps to protect investors against default of the CDOs. By purchasing the CDOs, AIG has eliminated the need for insurance contracts against their default, thus reducing AIG's risk of needing to make insurance payments. Also in insurance news, Japan's Mitsui Sumitomo Insurance Group Holdings Inc., Ayo Insurance Company and Nissei Dowa General Insurance Company are in talks to merge, a company source has said. This would be a move that would create the company's largest non-life insurer. Traders snatched up shares in the three companies, while shares in Tokyo Marine Holdings Inc., currently Japan's top non-life insurer, lost some ground. Investors liked the merger news as it sparked hopes of greater profitability and less competition in the sector, said Yoshinori Nagano, a chief strategist at Daiwa Asset Management. The three aim to reach a basic agreement on the deal by March 2009, the source said on Monday. Japanese media, including the Nikkei Business Daily and public broadcaster NHK, said the three were in talks to merge as early as next autumn. And now in our final story. Anyone who received an MP3 player for Christmas may be interested in this story. The light from an MP3 player saved 2 lost tourists from a chilly night stuck out on the snowy Swiss mountains, rescue authorities have said. The two, a skier and a snowboarder, both from France, had got lost late in the day Friday outside marked runs near the resort of Savoyginen in southeastern Switzerland, said Jerry Baumann, spokesman for the mountain rescue service Riga. They were able to alert authorities using a mobile phone, but then it ran out of battery power, Baumann said. The 2 winter sports enthusiasts were found by the crew of the Riga helicopter shortly after midnight, thanks to the faint glow of their MP3 player, he said. The 2 men only had mild hypothermia. So, I guess the story is if you're planning to go skiing, snowboarding, mountain climbing, whatever, over the next few months, remember your MP3 player. And remember to charge it as well. We'll be back tomorrow at our usual broadcast time. Until then, thank you for watching and have a good day.